Celebrity feuds have always fascinated the world, but nothing could prepare the public for the shocking confrontation that allegedly took place between two of the most powerful women in entertainment, Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. What started as whispers in the shadows has now erupted into one of the most explosive celebrity controversies of the decade. At the center of this firestorm is none other than Blue Ivy Carter, Beyonce's eldest daughter, who is now being dragged into a whirlwind of accusations that no child should ever have to face. For years, Beyonce has cultivated the image of the flawless queen, an untouchable icon, whose music, fashion, and influence extend far beyond the boundaries of the industry. Blue Ivy, born into this empire, was supposed to inherit a legacy of power, wealth, and artistry. But according to Kim Kardashian, the truth behind the scenes is not nearly as glamorous as fans have been led to believe. In a shocking revelation, Kim accused Beyonce of pimping out her daughter for fame and fortune. The claim instantly sent shockwaves through Hollywood, leaving fans torn between loyalty, disbelief, and outrage. The moment Kim's words spread online, the internet ignited. Was she telling the truth, or was this yet another case of Hollywood rivalry escalating to cruel heights? More importantly, why would Kim risk everything by going after Beyonce, a woman whose influence in the entertainment world is practically untouchable? The answers to these questions lie in a tangled web of jealousy, power struggles, and decades of behind-the-scenes tension. The hidden rivalry between Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. Though they often appeared cordial at public events, whispers about Beyonce and Kim's strained relationship have circulated for years. Insiders often describe their connection as a forced friendship born out of circumstance, given that Kanye West, Kim's ex-husband, had a professional and personal bond with Jay-Z, Beyonce's husband. While the couples were often seen together at exclusive parties and award shows, the reality behind closed doors was very different. Sources have long claimed that Beyonce never fully accepted Kim into her inner circle. To Beyonce, Kim was a reality star, someone who became famous for reasons that had nothing to do with artistry or talent. Beyonce, on the other hand, had built her empire through years of discipline, perfectionism, and global domination. To many, it felt like a clash of values: artistry versus celebrity, authenticity versus calculated fame. But Kim Kardashian is not someone who stays silent when she feels cornered. For years, she endured the subtle shade, the dismissive glances, and the quiet rejection. Now, in what some believe is her ultimate act of revenge, Kim decided to go for the jugular by exposing Beyonce in the most personal way possible. The accusation, she's using Blue Ivy, Kim's claim wasn't subtle. In a private conversation that allegedly leaked through a close associate, Kim accused Beyonce of using Blue Ivy's image and talent to strengthen her brand. She argued that Beyonce was placing impossible expectations on her daughter, grooming her not as a child but as a product to extend the Carter empire. According to Kim, this was nothing short of exploitation. The allegation struck a nerve with fans worldwide. Blue Ivy, though still young, has already made headlines for her appearances on red carpets, her performances with her mother, and even her Grammy win. Supporters see her as a natural talent who has inherited her parents' artistry. Critics, however, now question whether she truly has a choice, or if she is being pushed into the spotlight for reasons beyond her control. Kim's words painted Beyonce not as the devoted mother she has always appeared to be, but as a businesswoman willing to sacrifice her daughter's innocence for fame. The thought alone was enough to make Beyonce break down in tears, insiders say, as she reportedly confided in close friends about the pain of hearing such accusations. Beyonce's emotional breakdown. Those closest to Beyonce describe her as a fiercely protective mother. The suggestion that she would exploit Blue Ivy cut her to the core. According to sources, Beyonce cried uncontrollably after hearing Kim's remarks. In private, she reportedly asked, "Why would she come after my daughter? Why Blue?" This wasn't just about celebrity gossip. This was about family. Beyonce has often spoken about how motherhood changed her life, how her children gave her purpose beyond the stage, and how she works to shield them from the chaos of the industry. For Kim to accuse her of the very thing she swore to protect them from felt like a betrayal that could never be forgiven. Fans also witnessed a rare glimpse of Beyonce's vulnerability during a recent appearance. Though she never directly addressed Kim's accusations, her eyes told a story of exhaustion and sadness. Many interpreted her silence as both dignity and deep pain. The internet quickly flooded with messages of support for Beyonce, reminding her that she was loved not only as an artist, but also as a mother. Kim's motive, jealousy or justice? The big question remains, why would Kim do this? Some believe her accusations are rooted in jealousy. For years, Kim has worked tirelessly to cement her place in Hollywood, but she has often found herself overshadowed by Beyoncé's unparalleled influence. Every time Kim tried to step into the realm of artistry, critics were quick to compare her to Beyoncé, and the comparisons were rarely in Kim's favor. Others argue that Kim may have been speaking her truth, having raised her own children under the harsh spotlight of reality television. Kim knows the toll fame can take on a child's mental health. Perhaps in her mind she was exposing Beyoncé not out of malice, but as a warning. Still, the way she delivered her claims, sharp, public, and ruthless, made it nearly impossible to interpret them as anything but an attack. The fallout in Hollywood. The entertainment industry thrives on drama, and this scandal was no exception. Within hours, celebrities began choosing sides. Some defended Beyoncé, praising her as a mother and condemning Kim for crossing a line. Others, surprisingly, admitted that Kim's words held some truth, pointing out that children in Hollywood are often pushed into the spotlight before they are ready. Blue Ivy herself, though just a child, became a trending topic worldwide. Fans expressed concern for her well-being, begging both women to keep her out of their feud. After all, while the adults argue over fame and legacy, it is Blue who may ultimately suffer the consequences of being caught in the crossfire. The bigger picture. Children in the spotlight. Beyond the feud, Kim's accusation raises a larger question. Should children of celebrities be thrust into fame so early? Hollywood has a long history of child stars whose lives were destroyed by the pressure of the spotlight. From breakdowns to addictions, the consequences of early fame are well documented. Beyoncé, however, has always insisted that her children's involvement in her career is by choice, not force. Blue Ivy's Grammy win, for example, was celebrated as a sign of her natural talent, not parental pressure. But skeptics argue that a child so young cannot truly make such decisions independently, and that the environment they are raised in inevitably shapes their path. Conclusion: the feud that changed everything. The war of words between Kim Kardashian and Beyoncé is more than just a celebrity squabble. It's a cultural moment that forces the world to confront difficult questions about fame, family, and the price of legacy. Whether Kim's accusations were motivated by jealousy, concern, or revenge, the damage has already been done. Beyoncé's tears reveal the deep wound left by the attack, and Blue Ivy's name will forever be tied to this controversy. What happens next remains uncertain. Will Beyoncé finally break her silence and defend herself publicly? Will Kim retract her statement or double down in the face of backlash? One thing is clear. This feud has changed the way the world sees not only Beyoncé and Kim, but also the fragile line between parenting